Unblock everybody unblock Doom. Nobody should have Doom blocked on anything. Chad Zumock unleashed deleted footage of Chad talking to himself. First of all, why is it filmed in, why does this look like a found footage movie? Why was this filmed in Cloverfield vision?
Don't tell me we're doing walking, talking, fucking live streaming.
Walking, talk. I love that. Can we please call Chad streams that from now on? Walking, talking, live streaming. Stream talking, dream walking. Chad's calling Uno's name again. Storms breaking, Chad ain't shutting down. He's yelling at Denny. He's on. All right, let's watch Chad Zumock Unleashed, deleted footage of Chad talking to himself. Now, Chad disappointed me greatly recently because we were helping him. We were telling him, look, just admit that you shut down the stream of Kevin Brennan's traffic court hearing because you didn't want to get in Ethan Ralph style trouble. You thought better of it. It was a smart move.
It's the right play, buddy.
It was the right play. Just don't lie about it. And he ended up taking our advice and doing that. But then he got mad at me. And here's what's really funny about this. One thing you got to give the toe, even if you hate my guts. YouTube, are you listening? When I say I don't live this after the show's over, I'm telling you the truth, and I prove it every day. I ain't going to say this is gay and then, then go live it, But Chad did something recently where he was correct, by the way. He criticized Patrick Melton for doing an 8-hour Steel Toe show, which is psychotic. It is crazy. It's sad. It's pathetic. It's
Steel Toe doesn't do an 8-hour Steel Toe show, you dick.
Yeah, I don't even do 8 hours of my own. I can't stand myself for that long. So Patrick Melton, I think he and Nick get along because they both are sexually wanting me. It's disgusting. I'm not interested, boys. It's time to move on. But Chad called out Patrick correctly and said, doing a whole show on Steel Toe is fucking cope and it's cringe and it's gay. And it's also, it makes people go towards Steel Toe. He's right. But then Chad, the next day after I go on my rant about how Chad should just come clean, the whole deal, what does Chad do? He does 2 whole Steel Toe shows. You can't do that. You can't do...
Same thing you just called out Pat for, buddy.
It's the same thing. So let's go ahead and check this out. I have not seen this. Chad wants to have a one-on-one basketball game with Ray fucking DeVito. And I'm not angry that they want to have the basketball game. That doesn't upset me. I'm mad that I know. I'm not mad at those two. I'm not mad at Denny. I'm not mad at Buzamok. I'm mad at me. I'm angry that I know that these two retards want to play one-on-one basketball against each other. They're a combined
I'm mad at myself that I kind of want to see how sad that'll be.
They're a combined 97 years old. Now, don't get me wrong. Chad's going to win.
Yep.
Chad seems like, he's older and he's not in the greatest shape, but he looks like more of a jock than Ray DeVito is.
He's definitely more athletic than Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito strikes me as Steve Carell in The 40-Year-Old Virgin painting the soldier figures and go, I'm making your red pants blue. That's who Ray DeVito strikes me as. Chad strikes me as a guy who was at least a JV basketball player and could maybe hoop a little in his day and has enough muscle memory left that he could still get the job done. But they're having some gay basketball game that's going to get together, and that's what he's talking about right now.
Disgusted wants this to happen. They're the ones pushing. Mint Diggity wants this to happen.
You two are stooges. You're clowns. You're jesters dancing in there. You're the monkey, and they're the organ grinder. They're playing a tune, and they want to watch you retards dance with each other.
All right, look, I could forgive. Fuck. No, I can't. So I'm sorry, okay. Chad. You've done actual comedy. You've done like real bit. You're walking down a street corner and you don't even hear yourself literally uttering the phrase, look, Mint Diggity wants this to happen. All right, just fucking listen to yourself.
Imagine it's dark out, so it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in Ohio, and you're outside, like putting your car in the garage or whatever, and you're looking, and there's some guy staring at a phone going, and Mint Diggity said, and you're like, we got to move. We've got to fucking
stop this.
There's lunatics living in my neighborhood. But the thing about when we observe this Dabbleverse stuff from the outside, I have to say that community does not realize how retarded the internet thinks it is. And here's why the internet and all of us think it's retarded. It's because those of us who do a show that aren't involved in this like these people are, we understand that we're the jester. We're the goof. I'm the goof. You're the goof. We're entertaining our audience. And a lot of that on the internet is your audience wants to go, oh, that guy's got all the power. He's got the microphone, this and that. I want him to be silly. I want him to need my money and be silly, and I want to poke fun at him. And we go, that's great. Yes, throw peanuts at the stage. Feel involved. Feel a part of the show.
Laugh at me. Make fun of me if it helps your day go by. We're having a good time.
You're not going to hurt my feelings, and I'll laugh with you. It sounds great. But these Dabbleverse people, their whole thing is they think they're the ringleaders. They think they're the stars of the show. Patrick Melton thinks he's the ringleader. You're a big fat nonce that people think is a fucking creepy weirdo, and they watch you as like an observation of a flea circus. You just want a really fat flea. Chad Zumock, Ray DeVito, same thing. They're like, yeah, so-and-so wants this to happen, so we're going to do a basketball game. They're making fun of it. They're playing the organ while you dance like a monkey. And the only difference between the Dabbleverse and all of the rest of us who do a show on the internet, we know that we're the sideshow and the audience is the ringleader. These other retards think they're playing for keeps and that this is super serious and that they're running the show.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's just because my audience forcibly makes up a business that I'm running to the point where I now have merch for said business that does not exist. I've known for a long time. I'm not in control of the thing. I just do it because it's fun, entertaining, and pays the bills. So I see a clip like this, and I'm like, from the outside looking in, anybody goes, oh, that dude's crazy.
Yeah.
But for the internet people, they're like, yeah, no matter where you go, you're still clicked into the world. Unplug.
The radio was the same thing. The guy who's hosting the show should not be the cool guy. The guy who's doing the show is the court jester, there for your amusement. All right, let's continue on. Chad taking this basketball thing seriously.
I want to see Chad and Stevie versus Ray and Beloved. That'd be interesting. That would be an interesting...
You and I have two wildly different definitions of the word interesting.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan. I'm not reading any of your shit. You're a troll and you're annoying. So I don't...
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan is not a troll. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan is a goof.
I'm not reading any of that fucking A.
First of all, stop treating these people like that's their real names. They're characters on the internet. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan is not a real guy.
That person doesn't really exist. It's a name.
The real guy is like Greg Johnson or something like that. And he's a completely normal guy who leads a completely normal life. Numero uno Josh Denny fan is just him cutting loose and fucking around.
It's cosplay escapism on the internet.
Yes. But like all these Dabbleverse guys, they sit there and they're like, no, numero uno Josh Denny fan, we're at war. It's like, no, Greg is fine. Greg's just all fucking around.
You can type as much as you want. I'm not reading a word of it.
Numero uno, Josh Denny fan, I promise you I will never stop reading your shit.
Don't care. He's a troll.
It's not a troll.
I can give a shit. So
here's what a troll is. A troll is someone who talks about your family and just takes it way too seriously. And, you know,
he's taking the piss. He's a goof.
Yeah, if they're going that far, yes, block them. Those are crazy people. You need to get they don't understand. They've blurred the lines too much and they've cooked themselves retarded. But like, I mean, as long as you're just keeping it about me, I'll always laugh at you. Trolling's gay. Trolling's like you need something to do. So you just laugh and you have fun with those people.
Moderators, you do what you do. I'll never tell you any different. I don't think so. Guarantee.
God, I love this show.
Right. I was just going to say riveting content, right?
Why don't you drool while you stand there looking like passed out? I know you're not. You're just tired from walking, but I just...
And it's raining
Jesus.
really fucking hard.
Although, you know who's been messaging me as of late? Mike.
No, wait. Let us guess. Wait, don't just go. Who? Hey, you know who's been messaging me a lot, Mike? Let us guess.
Although, you know who's been messaging me as of late?
Opie?
Kate Meany.
Although, you know who's been messaging me as of late? Mike Calta, which is...
It got no time to guess.
Thank Christ, I was worried he was going to say Stuttering John.
Yeah. Oh, God, Jesus. Could you imagine if you had let your, like, the patheticness of you making a living, having to talk about that guy? You're in prison at this point. You're in prison.
It's raining. It's raining. I got to go.
Oh, so so this is where you should trim it, is to right here.
Yeah.
So apparently
It's raining, I got to go.
So
Clip.
he's turning off the stream, but he didn't turn off the stream. Okay, these are fun moments, right?
Yeah.
Where a guy's like, I got to go, and then he doesn't go. Let's take a listen. Ew. That's two grunt. I let the first grunt go.
I didn't hear the first grunt thing, Chris.
Oh, we're grunting.
Oh, fuck.
Ugh, fuck. You shouldn't masturbate while you run. It's a really strange breathing pattern. There's another enough with the grunting.
How hard is life, my friend?
Okay, now I want to see this asshole run up and down a basketball court.
Right? It sounds like he's not going to do well for it.
If this is a light trot running out of a rainstorm, I want to see what a 3-on-3 half-court game looks like. Oh.
They're going to have to switch to horse by halftime.
That's fine. You can do whatever you want.
Yo.
That's fine. He's a fucking troll anyway.
Is he talking to himself off stream about the shit that happened on his stream?
Oh, dear. I just realized it's not his fault. He literally can't unplug. When he's forced to unplug, he's still there.
If you do me a favor, if you ever catch me talking about any of our chatter people after we go off the air, I want you to put a bullet in my head.
Just look at the numbers, Aaron.
Just look
at the numbers, Aaron.
All I want. Just take me out of my fucking misery. Is that it? And there's the end of the stream. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ooh.
So Chad was talking to himself after the stream was over about numero uno Josh Denny fan.
Ooh, that's cringy.
I mean, there's worse, you know. It doesn't surprise me.
I had a moment like that this Saturday, but I don't think it was that bad.
Numero uno with $1 says, I put a trimmed version on X. For YouTube, I put all the footage to make it clear this wasn't a work or created from editing or whatever.
Yeah, but we could have used the trim version and taken your word for it and linked the full one for any doubters.
I trust you.
Sat there for a while eating boring shit.
Oh, geez, sorry. I trust you. We didn't make any money during that clip. Sometimes I play stuff like that from that world to prove to people, I'm like, guys, this doesn't make us any money. Like
This doesn't earn any traction.
This is not a draw for us. This is not something that our show, that anyone gives a fuck about. So I'm going to go ahead and say, while we made no money, not another win for the toe, another point proven for the toe. See, Coltrane says, this show hasn't been very funny today. These internet people aren't helping. I'll take my OG ass somewhere else. Good luck with the goal. See? There you go. I'm proving once again, this audience does not give a flying fuck about any of this retarded girl stuff. We are 2:15 away from today's goal and 37 minutes away from 9 o'clock. I don't blame you if we don't knock it down today. It was a betrayal for us to go and play that. I thought maybe we'd get something out of it, but unfortunately, it was exactly what I thought it was. Overplayed up girl drama. It's just fucking sad and retarded. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Let's switch gears and let's get to something fun. Michelle Obama started a podcast recently.
Hit the follow button, hit the like button.